And then lockdown happened. Hello guys, I did not expect to be filming this video today, like at all, but I did a test yesterday and I did film it, so that video is probably already up before this one, where you can catch my like first reaction, first response, and me telling Fabian and his first response. So I will leave a link somewhere for you to see. I'll quickly tell you a bit about me in case you are new to this channel. So I am Holly, I am 23 years old. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt, I'm just editing this video now and I just want to say my baby brain obviously kicked in very early because I just told you guys that I was 23 years old. I'm definitely 26, okay? I was born in 1994. Don't know what happened there. I can't believe I didn't even realise that I'd forgot how old I was. But yeah, I've just noticed it now and I'm definitely 26. I live in North Yorkshire and this will be... Oh, I'm losing track of this, to be honest. I've had an early miscarriage in the past, then I had my rainbow baby, Beau. He is nearly 4 now. And then I had Silver Rose and she was very sick, very poorly. I've got some videos about that. I'll maybe put some links or leave some information down below about her. She was very special, and she lived for 16 days. And then we had our rainbow baby, Leilani, and she celebrated her first birthday in January, so at the minute she is like, what, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 months old. And then lockdown happened. Yeah, I got a bit muddled with dates, a lot muddled actually, just because of not knowing what day it is and stuff. I don't need to go into too much detail. I don't want you guys to think that I'm not happy, because I am very happy. I'm just, this wasn't expected. So yeah, but you can see kind of my response in the video where I did the test, so you can go watch that after you've watched this one. So I've wrote a few notes down. So I wanted to do this video about my first pregnancy symptoms before I took the test, and according to whattoexpect.com I am 4 weeks and 4 days, so I guess this is like a 4-week pregnancy update, which is obviously very early, and I will probably be filming possibly weekly or every 2 weeks videos. I'm not sure yet, but I'm not going to upload them yet because nobody knows. I don't want to tell anybody just yet, so I'll probably film them, edit them, and just keep them stored in a safe file, and then I'll probably upload them like for a week, maybe one every day, just to catch you up. Okay, so let's dive right into what my first symptoms were, which made me think maybe I was. So I was really grumpy, and you might think, especially I actually suffer premenstrual dysphoric disorder, so it would have made sense for me to be grumpy, but I'd started trying this new medication. It was a herbal thing, which I've now obviously stopped since finding out. It's called Agnus castus, which was amazing for my premenstrual dysphoric disorder, which is kind of what made me twig. I've only used it for 2 months now. The first month, which was obviously last month, my premenstrual symptoms were so like manageable. It was the first period, like premenstrual phase, that I'd had in like a long time, probably over a decade, where I hadn't felt suicidal. So it was like really a significant, profound effect. And then I was really surprised that this month I haven't been suicidal at all this month, but I seem to have been really emotional, where but it just felt different to premenstrual, I guess. I kind of put it down to premenstrual, and I kept saying to everybody that I was premenstrual, but it just didn't make sense that the pills had worked last month, but then all of a sudden they'd stopped working. So this will all make a lot more sense now with my family, that I in the past few weeks I have phoned them up so many times, crying my eyes out, getting very emotional. Yeah, I've just been very emotional. And obviously now it makes sense, because actually the fact that it got worse is something that happened with when I was pregnant with Beau. I don't know if it happened with Silver and Lani, but especially with Beau, I remember we were trying to conceive at the time and my premenstrual symptoms were so bad, and I thought for definite I was not pregnant. It was like my worst month ever, and then it turned out I was pregnant. So it turns out, as if my premenstrual phase isn't bad enough, I get worse when I'm pregnant. But I'm hoping now that I know I'm pregnant that I'm going to be a lot calmer. I'm going to try and be more reasonable with myself and a bit kinder to myself. So another symptom, which I guess I'm pretty sure I think is pregnancy related, which I did have in my last pregnancy. I remember getting a prescription, and I even remember going to hospital like in the ambulance because I thought I was having a heart attack and it was heartburn. But it was like the worst. Like, I've had heartburn before and then there was that heartburn. So I've been very gassy and had a lot of indigestion heartburn recently. And I'm pretty sure it is a pregnancy symptom. The key thing that really made me think I'm pregnant, I must be pregnant, is it's the line that goes like down your belly. I think it's the linea nigra or something. I don't know, I don't want to pronounce it wrong. But the line that goes down your belly, I noticed it the other day and I told Fabian and I said, look, that line is there, and that line only appears when the pregnancy hormone is there. And he was like, oh, you know, it's probably from Leilani and stuff. And I'm like, she's nearly a year and a half. It's not from her. I even googled it and it said online, like, it fades after a few months from giving birth. So I knew it was not from her, because I'm pretty sure I would have known if there was a line down my belly. So I will I'm gonna do a belly shot actually at the end of this. You'll probably still see like my postpartum belly that I was trying to work on and trying to lose weight, which has gone out the window now. But I will show you like a 4-week belly shot in a minute, and I was trying to show you the line. So yeah, I definitely knew from that there was a good chance it was a sign that eventually I would get a positive test. Only other symptom I had, and I'm not really sure if it was a pregnancy symptom or not, because it was a couple of weeks ago now, which makes me think, was it like an ovulation symptom, or was it like, was it too early to be a pregnancy symptom? Plus I don't know, basically I had a very sore breast on one side, but I was convinced at the time I had mastitis, which I had a few months ago, and I'm still kind of convinced that possibly it was mastitis because it got very red and sore, and I kind of then got sick and like, not feverish thankfully, because especially in this lockdown that's the last thing we needed was a fever, which last time I did get a fever, but that was before all this stuff happened. I don't know if that was mastitis or a pregnancy symptom, but I'm just glad it wasn't as bad as the first time I had mastitis and I was very poorly and ended up going to the hospital and asking for antibiotics, which I never took actually. It did manage to heal on its own, but it just made me so poorly, which I am still breastfeeding now with Leilani. And I'm going to continue to do that as long as possible, although I do know that when I got pregnant with Silver, when I was still breastfeeding Beau, he then, after a couple of months of me being pregnant, he self-weaned because he didn't like the taste. And I'm really, really hoping she doesn't do that, because, I don't know, breastfeeding is my special thing. She's just my special little baby, my rainbow baby, and we're like so close, and I don't want a baby to affect my bond with the kids I already have, which is one of the things I'm a little bit nervous about, is how it's going to impact. Like, I'm still, because of Silver's pregnancy and Lani's pregnancy, I'm still trying to work on rebuilding the bond with Beau, and now there's going to be another thing pushing us further apart. So I guess I'm just going to have to try a lot harder and really work on this bond, and hopefully make the most of this lockdown and really try and get get that relationship back with him, because I used to obviously be very close to him, and then he weaned and then things happened. Hey guys, me again. So there's another thing that I absolutely completely forgot to mention in this video, and it was actually one of the main things that made me think, am I pregnant? Because this never happens, but we have 2 cats, and there is one, my silver slug, which I will show you. So this is my silver slug, this is Pebbles, and she is my absolute best friend, and she will never leave my side. She is just always on me. And then let me show you guys. And then there's this guy, I don't know if you can see him hanging out up there. So yeah, that's Little Man, and he is a rescue and virtually never comes near any of us. I mean, he's kind of friendly-ish, but he doesn't tend to want to sit on us. And literally about a week leading up to when I tested, he sat on me and laid and cuddled me properly every single night. So we don't know if that's an indication of gender as well, because we think he did that when I was pregnant with our son, but we will see. But yeah, that was a big indicator for us. I will insert some pictures here of him just absolutely all over me. Okay, sorry for that little interruption, but I felt like it was kind of important because it was kind of a really big sign of why I actually thought I was pregnant. So I guess the only other things I want to kind of tell you about is that according to the What to Expect website, it is the size of a poppy seed right now, so it's super tiny. And the only other thing I want to tell you about is an app that I will be downloading, so I'll be using that for my information from now on, hopefully. I don't have loads of space on my phone, which is one of the reasons I got my dates muddled, because I couldn't access my notes, but I've sorted that now. Bit late now. But yeah, I'm gonna hopefully download the Ovia app, and I've used that in all my pregnancies. I've used it when I was trying to conceive, so I'm gonna use the Ovia pregnancy app, and that'll tell me how big baby is and all that. So I just really like that app. I've tried like the Glow app and stuff, but this just seems to be my favourite. So if I tell you what size the baby is from like now and in future, it'll be coming from that app. But apart from that, I think the best thing to do now is show you my belly, but I'm gonna wait because my neighbour is just reversing into their drive, and I probably don't want to show them just yet that I'm like flouting my belly to the camera. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you my belly. I'll see how I can do this. Don't know if you'll be able to see the line. The line there. But this is how my belly looks. So as you can tell, there's still a bit of a pouch from my previous pregnancies, especially like I have my C-section scars right here, and it just hangs over that scar. But yeah, this is what a 4-week belly looks like, and it's a shame because I was slowly starting to get, I was like, my aim for this whole lockdown was to get a 6-pack. I'm still going to work out as much as I can for as long as I can, and as hard as I can whilst being safe. But obviously now I'm not reducing my calories. I'm not really sure what to do about that. I need to talk to a midwife. All I've done so far is phone. I got my husband to phone the mental health team, so they're putting in place, hopefully getting me back under the perinatal mental health team. Perinatal mental health is something I'll discuss in another day. I've suffered pre and postnatal depression before, so it's something to address a different day. Also, I'm really sorry if you can hear banging. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but Fabian is actually putting the log cabin together right now. But yeah, so that is my belly, and I guess that's it for my 4-week pregnancy video. I'm gonna go have my dinner and try not to cry about stuff and just try and embrace this blessing, and that's what we're trying to see it as, is we are just it was unexpected, unplanned, but it will not be unloved. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you liked this video, and don't forget to comment down below. You can ask any questions you want. I will answer all your comments. If you are pregnant as well, I'd love to know if your symptoms differ, what your symptoms are. if you're experiencing an unexpected pregnancy, especially because of lockdown. I'd love to know everybody else's stories, really get to know people, and yeah, I guess that's it. So I will see you again with my next video.